Not the Timberwolves and Lakers, and the T-Wolves will be without their center Rudy Gobert as they play tonight. Gobert suspended for the game after punching a teammate during Sunday's season finale. Tonight's winner will be the 7th seed in the Western Conference. How significant is this absence? Well, the line at Caesars Sportsbook opened at -5.5 Lakers. It was around -6 when the news broke that Gobert would be suspended. That has now jumped to -8. So this is a big deal. So is this. Kendrick Perkins on First Take yesterday talking highly of the Lakers' playoff hopes.
The Lakers are going to the NBA Finals. When you look at the Western Conference and you look at if they potentially match up with the Memphis Grizzlies, they're going to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. They could beat any team in the West, including the Memphis Grizzlies and the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors. So when I look at them and what they've been doing over the last 2 months, I had them going to the NBA Finals.
That is a big statement from Big Perk. Do you, McNutt, we do a feature here now called Is That McNuts? I'll ask you, is that McNuts out of Kendrick Perkins?
It is not McNuts, Greeny, but here's the deal. I am proud of Perk for his conviction about the Lakers, but you can make the case for legitimately 7 teams in the West having a path to potentially do that. Now, what I will say is in the last 2 months, per what Perk is pointing out, when you look at that 15-7 run, they've been tremendous. And so of all the teams, in terms of how they've built momentum going into the playoffs, the Lakers do probably look the best. They've had continuity. They've been able to get their guys back, and they're playing great ball. Anthony Davis, in particular, is looking fantastic.
Well, per what Perk was pointing out, which is a tough sentence to go for, but I'm proud of you for trying. I think tonight is critical. I will make the argument that tonight is critical. A, for the additional rest that they get, because if you win tonight, you don't have to play till the weekend. If you lose tonight, you got to come back and play for your season on Friday night. Plus, it puts you in the 7 spot in the draw instead of 8, which means Memphis instead of Denver. I think tonight is a very big night for LeBron's Lakers.
I agree with you. And again, for me, as much as we are going to say LeBron's Lakers, and rightfully so, Anthony Davis is the key to me.
Yeah.
This entire playoff run, when you look at that 15-7 run since the All-Star break, he's been on the floor for 22 or 2. He's only missed 2 of those 22 games, or 23 games, excuse me. And so his productivity, he's back to shooting 57% from the field, which is similar to what we saw from him in the bubble when the Lakers went on to win a championship. I don't want to mess my numbers up, so let me make sure I get it right. 26 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks per game on that 57% from the field. AD, to me, is the key on both sides of the basketball. LeBron is going to be who he has proven to be over his decades-long career. And those guys that they've got around them, if they defend and knock down shots, I mean,
you make a great point. Look, I'm old enough to remember when AD was going to be the guy who was going to let LeBron sort of slide into the number 2 role. He's finally playing that way, isn't he?
I would agree. And so I think, again, don't overlook that he's been on the floor. He's only missed 2 of the 23 games. Like, we all know AD's availability is the first key and step 1. And Darvin Ham has said over the season, when I've had the opportunity to be on the sidelines for a Lakers game, when AD is feeling good and he's quick off the ground, when he is on the floor, he is a force to be reckoned with.
It couldn't have set itself up better for the Lakers again. With no Gobert tonight, we'll have much more on these play-ins in the upcoming NBA playoffs. But keep that in mind as you get set to watch tonight. Feels like a very important night for LeBron and the...
I guess I should applaud the Timberwolves for being consistent with their ethics, right, with their rules. It's even if it's inconvenient for them, they're going to suspend the guy because he did the wrong thing, even if it's not a convenient time to suspend him. On the other hand, Key, if it was me, I have to admit it, you hit him in the chest. It wasn't a full force shot. You got a one-game plan.
Remember what I said yesterday, though, Max? I said they were probably going to suspend him, not the league, but the team, because you can't do that. I understand they can scream and yell at each other all day long, right? They scream, they yell at each other, no problem at all. Yeah. But then when you look at the punch, that's physical. I don't care if he hit him in the leg. I don't care if he missed.
It was almost like a mush punch. It wasn't even barely a punch.
I understand, but it's the world is watching, so to speak. Kids are watching. You know, the screaming and the bickering and hollering, that's all the time on the sidelines. That's all the time on the bench. I mean, that's what you do. You back and forth with your teammates, back and forth with your coaches. But the moment that you raise your hands and you put your hands on somebody, it's gonna call cause a certain situation, a certain uproar amongst the sports community. So, look, at the end, they did the right thing, I think, and suspended him for sure.
Well, you and the Timberwolves are better men than me. Because I got to be honest, even if it's the right, I think it's a borderline call. But if it's the right thing to do, and I got a one-game play-in, and now think about this: without Jaden McDaniels, that's their best defender. Him and Gobert, that's the two best defenders on the team. You're already down one. You're playing the Lakers. You got one game to win or lose, and you got the guts to suspend your own guy. As I said, I guess I should tip my cap, but. Listen, this is what Gobert
You gotta have those guts. You gotta have those guts, though, Max, because little Billy's watching.
Right, little Billy. Forgot about little Billy. Emotions got the best of me today. I should not have reacted the way I did, regardless of what was said. I want to apologize to the fans. Tweeted Gobert yesterday. The organization, and particularly to Kyle, who is someone I truly love and respect as a teammate. So okay, I get it. Meantime,
yeah, if you are Draymond Green, right, and you decided, okay, I'm gonna sucker punch somebody or whatever.
Yeah,
it wasn't in front of thousands on top of thousands of people. It eventually got there because somebody got the video or whatever they did. But fights happen all the time in practice. You'd be surprised. I mean, I've seen them, Max. I've seen guys get sucker punched, and coaches look. Guys on the floor, move the drill up 10 yards. And
yeah,
then
right. And it's over.
It's over.
Let's be realistic. And by the way, Draymond Jordan Poole is different. That was a Superman punch designed to land with force. It did. That's different than a dude. You could see Gobert wasn't really even aiming at his face. He was kind of aiming at the chest.
Now you're doing too much.
I am.
You know why you're doing too much? Because this is not boxing, Max on boxing. This is you're breaking it down. You got the telestrator. You're trying to see the force. His back leg. He slipped. He didn't step into it. You're doing all of that.
But not only that, he's not really trying to punch him. He's aiming at his chest, almost like he didn't haul. Draymond Green hauled off to hurt somebody. Gobert just kind of got frustrated and impulsively kind of pushed someone almost.
You breaking it
back.
Down too much, Max.
Doing too much.
Yeah, Max on boxing. Stop, man.
So Key, but how about this one? All right. I agree. Listen, as I said, I cannot dispute their ethics. In fact, I would dispute my own, right? Because I get it. They're doing the right thing. But to me, it's a borderline case. So listen to this.
But they also believe, though, too, Max, they don't have a shot. Come on.
I guess so. You know what gives them the best shot?
Not a shot against the Lakers, but a shot to extend. It's almost like
you're going to win a game for what?
Yeah, it's almost like the Mavericks situation. Like, what are we doing? It's kind of what I think Minnesota was thinking.
Jaden McDaniels has played LeBron this season, has played against LeBron this season. Listen to this, Key. This is him and Gobert, their two best defenders. He and Gobert. LeBron is 3 of 15 from the floor this season with McDaniels as his closest defender. It's his worst field goal percentage against any defender in the NBA this season who's defended him at least 10 times, according to Second Spectrum. I mean, that's okay, I'm just saying I'm down that guy already.
So now I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
How many games is that? And when did those games occur? And what was LeBron coming off injury? Was he coming off a 3-day trip? Like, give me some context. Don't just give me some statistics.
But whatever the stats, you're right, you can contextualize and see, it doesn't mean he's going to get him in the playoffs like that. Yeah. But it's still better than everyone else. Like, there are guys like LeBron, KD, this one and that one. There's only so much you can do. But at least he gives you a better chance than other defenders, right? He's already gone. Now Gobert's gone. And the crazy thing is, this to me puts pressure on the Lakers, Key, because they still got to go up against Edwards. Anthony Edwards is.
As much as I like the Ant-Man, I don't think it's enough pressure. I don't think he could apply enough pressure to this particular Laker healthy team.
Right, to win. Yeah, but to me, that's what puts the pressure on the Lakers. You're right. Him and Karl Anthony Towns, you go, no. Where's the defense come from? But that's the point. Lakers got to win this game now. They can't, this is a game they must. They had to win anyway, but because they're the 7th.